Hey everybody, welcome to Ocala Garage Daytona Coupe build series. So I'm just going to continue some work that I started earlier today with another video. It's going to be, I'm going to at least start putting these brackets on the rear end, and which is fairly simple. It's just like 4 bolts, 2 on each. Well, actually there's 3, but we'll get into that in a minute. Maybe I might do a little bit more. Maybe this is going to be a super simple, like 1-minute video. But as long-winded as I can be, it'll be certainly 2 or 3 minutes. But let's head over to the rear end and see what's up. Sitting on the floor again. So as I mentioned in a previous video, so these brackets they connect to a bracket that's already on my, so I've got the 3-link solid rear axle, the 8.8-inch from Mosier. So it comes with brackets already attached to it, and these attach to those brackets. Now there is a left and a right. The right kind of has 2 sides boxed in, where the left only has just the one, or really no sides boxed in, it's just the one side. So be mindful of that. And let me take you down and we'll see how these slide on. This is a bit of a challenging angle because my tripod only goes down so far. So this is the left bracket, and it goes, the orientation is kind of, I don't know if you can see this, like, goes like this. So hopefully you can see that. So just kind of slide it up, and these the top holes, let me pull you back out. So this is the left side bracket. The orientation that it goes is, this is the back, faces the back of the car, and this is up. So these 2 holes get these smaller bolts that I just dropped and lost. Oh, there we go. These smaller bolts go through the bracket that's already on the Mosier, and they get screwed down. I got to double check if they get torqued to a certain amount, otherwise I'm just going to tighten the hell out of them. And probably wouldn't hurt to put some Loctite on there. So this is the orientation they go, and again, these two holes line up with 2 lower holes on this bracket. So let me see if I can get you a decent angle on that. I apologize, my tripod only goes so far down. It's you know, one of the 12-inch tripods or whatever. Anyhow, all right, not the best angle in the world, but there's a hole right here and a hole on this side right here that these 2 holes line up with. So we'll get that in there. See if I can get, everything's just kind of done by feel here. You know, earlier when I tried to test fit this, it fit first shot. Maybe. There we go. Got one side in, at least loosely fit. See if the other side will fit right in. Without too much arm in the way. We are so close. All right, let's see. The thing I don't want to have happen is have this rear end fall off of my jack stands here and crush my face. Oh, you know, you don't have to Loctite these. They're lock nut washers, lock nuts on them. It looks like it's lined up. You're gonna need a little gentle persuasion just to get in there. I think it might. Just a little tap tap. Or we drill it out some. All right, so all right, let's back this other one out. And see if we can get this in. Somehow. Nope. All right. I will not bore you guys with this bit, but rest assured, it's finicky. That fits through there. That fits through there. All right, we'll be back in a second. We bested it. That actually didn't take too awfully long. Let me pull you around to the other side here. Here you go. Putting this bolt in temporarily to line up the holes on the inside when I tighten this down so that, well, you know, the hole lines up. Let me get another washer on here and the nut. Where'd you go? Get that threaded on. And same thing, washer and nut. And that is, well, you know, and then that'll be done. So it did take a little bit of finagling. Neither one of them fit in super easy, but they fit in. So I'm gonna get those bolted down and go ahead and install the other side. Those do need to be torqued down to 55 to 70 foot-pounds. That's a huge variance, but anyway, that's where they need to get torqued. So that is what I will do. Putting those two brackets on was way more challenging than it should be. But these are the kinds of things that you get with this type of a build. I think I've mentioned it before, right? You've got OEM stock parts, like the Ford, you know, the Mustang parts. You've got aftermarket parts, and you've got completely custom, you know, frame and brackets and things from Factory 5. When you take those three different things and manufacturing tolerances, we'll say, sometimes things don't quite line up exactly. So I think I had that same issue with a couple of things in the front, and those brackets were another slight challenge. They're U-shaped, and they were bent in, you know, just a little bit slightly based on what I needed for the rear end. So I took out my persuasion tool and just kind of gave it a little torque, and the holes lined up, and I got the bolts in. That was for the right side. The left side went in pretty decent. So these are just some frustrations you'll have when you build these cars. But all in all, those brackets didn't go in too awfully difficult. I may or may not film in this same episode. Depends on how long this thing gets. I'm going to put the lower control arms on to the rear end as well. So we'll see if that's in this video. It may be in a different video. I don't like these to go super long. So if it's not in this one, look out for the next video. Thanks, guys.